Thank you, Marni.
A chilling video now shows a huge shootout. This is at the southern border. Texas DPS says U.S. Border Patrol responding to gunfire from cartel members seeking refuge on an island between the U.S. and Mexico. Texas Lieutenant Chris Oliveira is saying drone operators captured the gunman fleeing Mexico due to military presence. Jorge Ventura is live for us from Mission, Texas. You're on the ground there. What more do we know, Jorge, about these violent encounters and this new order that is in place?
Well, Marty, tense moments really unfolded on the southern border yesterday in Fronton, Texas, in the Rio Grande Valley where we are. It's an area notorious for cartel activity and human smuggling. On Monday, around 1:29 p.m., shots were fired at Border Patrol agents from the Mexican side. Agents took cover, they returned fire, and called for backup. This here will be drone footage from Texas DPS showing the suspected cartel members fleeing after firing shots at agents. No one was injured on either side. DHS sources telling NewsNation that the cartel members were attempting to smuggle a group across the river, but none of them made it onto U.S. soil. NewsNation was the only outlet on the scene as multiple agencies joined Border Patrol agents in the investigation. Drones were deployed for surveillance, and the elite border attack unit, which you're looking at now, was deployed. They were armed and ready and arrived to secure the area.
Our agents reported shots being fired towards their direction alongside the border. The shots were coming in from Mexico, and they did return fire. They took cover, and they immediately requested backup. Backup was rendered, and subsequently, we've been working with our local and state partners.
Border Patrol officials telling NewsNation no agents were injured. The investigation is still ongoing. Agents are working closely with Mexican authorities in Tamaulipas. At this time, no arrests have been made. Mexican authorities in Tamaulipas have also issued a warning to residents about criminal groups using explosives. Citizens are advised not to touch or move them. Tamaulipas sits just across the border from where we are here in the Rio Grande Valley, a hotspot for cartel violence. The U.S. State Department has also elevated its travel advisory for Tamaulipas to level 4 for Americans to do not travel, citing crime, kidnapping, gunfights, and explosive threats in the area. And Border Patrol officials say that incidents like Fronton once again highlight the daily dangers agents are facing right now. And agents also telling us whether it's a specialty unit or a routine patrol, agents do head out to every shift not knowing the dangers they could possibly encounter on the southern border, Marni.
That risk is real. The governor, Greg Abbott, sending more troops, Jorge, to the Rio Grande Valley. What's the latest on that?
So, Marni, we are learning that Governor Greg Abbott has deployed 400 additional Texas National Guard troops to the southern border. They actually arrived in McAllen yesterday here in the Rio Grande Valley where we are. Governor Abbott deploying those troops from the Texas Tactical Border Force unit. It is a unit that the governor did launch back in 2023. These troopers will be supporting Border Patrol agents on the ground. Troops from this unit will be deployed to key hotspots along the Texas-Mexico border. The troops are arriving from Fort Worth and Houston with military transport aircraft, including C-130s and Chinook helicopters, all dispatched to this region here. The Texas Tactical Border Force is part of the state's Operation Lone Star Border Security Initiative. Border Patrol agents on the ground in the Rio Grande Valley say they welcome that added manpower and support.
Purely serving as a security role. What type of security? That means security along our border, securing open areas and securing any type of infrastructure, along with any type of tools that will be used to repair the wall.
And Border Patrol officials telling NewsNation by having these additional troops here on the southern border, agents could actually focus on the border security and apprehending any individuals trying to enter the country illegally, Marni.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.